y'all.
Hey, y'all.
It's the Thaunties.
Hey, y'all.
And as you can see, honey, we are getting ready for Derby 150.
Yes. Woo-hoo. Derby.
We are at the exclusive Ashley Russell Millinery. Is that how you say that word?
It is. Millinery.
Millinery, is it a fancy word for hat maker?
Exactly. You are on point.
All right, good. So that's where we are today at Ashley Russell Millinery. Come talk all things Derby. She makes these beautiful Derby hats, so we're going to get into it and see which one y'all like. So for the y'all tuning in for the first time, we are the Thaunties, a talk show here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm your co-host, Fifi.
I'm Mika J.
And I'm Foxay.
All right.
And who are you?
Ashley.
So we'd like to shout out our sponsor, Kentuckiana Backyard Farms, Farmer Vaughn. He makes having backyard farms in an urban setting sustainable. So if you're interested in farming, hit up Farmer Vaughn. And our other sponsor,
Rise and Shine Mobile Services. And if you need a ride to home, work, or school, any events, just out to eat with your friends, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties.
The Derby.
Derby,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
The
Derby. The whole week.
Yes. Give us a call.
Whole week.
Hit them up. Yeah. So what we like to do every Thursday is get together for a little girl time. And y'all can see we don't have no cocktails today, so we don't know how this is gonna go because typically we don't we don't really know how to go without some cocktails. But we're gonna make it do what we do. We're gonna make it do what it do today. So, so what we want to do today is highlight. Again, Ashley Russell. For y'all who not in Kentucky or not in Louisville, Kentucky Derby is one of the hottest times to be in Louisville, and you can't really do the Derby without a fabulous hat or fascinator. I'm a fascinator girl.
I like fascinators too.
Yeah, I'm a fascinator girl.
I like them both.
Okay. So Ashley, how did you get into making hats?
I got into making hats let's see, I will say as a child, okay,
nice.
growing up in church, it was always a Sunday's best type of deal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My mother wore hats, and then just going to church and seeing all the big, bold, beautiful hats. I took a hat class at D's. Y'all remember
Yes.
D's?
Oh, yeah.
I know, D's is gone now, but I took a hat class, and one thing led to another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here you are. So I recently saw you were featured in Ebony magazine.
Okay.
It's one of 4 black women millionaires in Louisville. So congratulations.
Right, that's a
huge
honor.
honor. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you
So what makes your hats different from all the other Derby hats?
What makes my hats different is I use a lot of sculpting. So as you can see, some of the styles behind us or around us, there's some swirls, there's some texture. I use a lot of shape, you know. I like to use a lot of shape and forming and playing with the supplies. So yeah, that's what makes my
How long
hats
have you been in business?
for 7 years.
And making hats for 7 years.
Yes.
And have you seen the growth of or the popularity of Derby spread across the country? Like, do you get orders from people outside of Louisville?
I do. I get them for now in the States. Okay, we're working on international.
All right, it's coming.
Yes.
I know y'all need it over across the pond. The Queen of England, baby, she loves to go
Right,
out
that's
there.
your polo. You can wear a hat at the polo field.
Exactly. Yes. So actually, that is another event that people do wear fascinators and stuff.
Yes.
So, yeah. But yeah, all across the states, you know. So
Yeah.
anywhere you're at, you can reach out to me.
What's been the most challenging about starting your own business?
The most challenging, oh my goodness. You know, I will speak to current day. For Derby 150, I had a stroke in October.
Oh, wow.
So that has been a huge challenge, just trying to get back into the swing of things. But, you know, outside of that, sometimes it's like welcoming the black milliner to the industry. But, you know, everybody has been nice, and it's been a smooth selling process this far. but I still enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
That's what
cool.
matters.
Yeah, so we first became introduced to you at Juneteenth, I think at Millionaire Marketplace.
Yes.
You were there. So, of course, that's outside of Derby's realm. So, what other kind of events do people get hats made for?
Easter, like I said, church, you know, is a big thing. Polo, galas. I've had baby showers.
Oh,
you
for
know,
real?
Like
Yep.
tea parties.
cute.
Tea parties.
Yeah, I'm going to wear one in my wedding.
Right. And brighter, absolutely brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is your shop open? Are you seasonal or do you stay open year round?
It is open a year round, but I'm mainly in here during those Derby months. So from like January, February up into May, you know, I'm in here pretty consistently, but I do work a 9 to 5. So you know, you can just call me, you know, shoot me a DM or something like that, and we can meet and link that way. Yep.
Yeah.
So how do you decide what fascinator you're going to make for someone? Do they come in and they say, I want this color, I want this, or do you just see them and you're like, I think this is going to work for them?
Well, most times I would say, I'm gonna take this earring off, okay?
Yeah.
We're just gonna do it like that.
That's what we do.
Right? But yeah, sometimes people come in, they know exactly what they want. A lot of times they do not, and that's, you know, I don't have a favorite, but I like when you come in and you just like, okay, just tell
freestyle.
me, you know, right? Just freelance it for me and be creative,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Either way, I'll take it. If you got your dress, come on. If you don't have an outfit, still come and we can work with the bases and stuff like that.
So, like, is there a deadline if someone was to want one? Like, let's say that
For Derby.
Derby week. So, if they just happen to come in the city and they didn't even realize that the hats was so popular, would they be able to come at that last minute the week of Derby?
Yes.
Okay.
I have had ladies come in the week of Derby, you know, and they might find something that I already have and say, hey, can you add a feather or do this? And they will literally sit here and just wait on me to, you know, add an embellishment or a feather or anything like that. So yeah, so come on in if you last minute, you know, hit me up all the way into the day of, okay? I want all the money.
Give me all the cash.
Right.
And so how much are your hats? What's the range of them?
They range from $150 and up, depending on. Yeah. The custom things are, you know, obviously, a little bit more, but yeah, $150.
That's reasonable.
$150, right? $150 for the $150.
Nice. I like that. So what's the typical turnaround? Like if they came in, not just add a feather here, but they came in and they gave you their vision. What is the typical?
Can you make something?
What is the typical?
Okay. I like to say, give me at least 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because sometimes I order some of my supply from London, the UK, so it needs time to get here.
Right, okay.
You know? But outside of that, I can do a quick turnaround if it's some material that I can get locally.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So you hear that? You got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
If you try to get your
coming for
custom,
custom.
Right.
So what do you say comes first for the ladies who don't know? Do you pick your outfit first, or do you pick your hat first?
You pick your hat first.
Pick your hat first.
Okay. This is the most important piece to the Derby.
It really is.
You know, fashion is one thing, but it's all about the hat. You know, some people like to pick their shoes and their purse. And then the fascinator, you know? So whatever way works for you, but I will say to go with the hat first.
I would probably start with the hat too, right? Because you got to see what you want to rock.
You can actually have a really plain dress.
Yeah,
if you have
absolutely.
Right, but your hat is dope.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, and do you think about derby hats and hats, and people recycle them or switch them up? Like and thinking about sustainability, like do you use reuse fabrics or how do you?
I can, but mostly I use new supplies.
Yeah.
You know, it's really not too much of a upcycle unless somebody wants me to do it that way. However, I've used fabric or gems from old jewelry. So in that sense, yes, I can upcycle in that way. But yeah, no, for the most part, I want you to have a new look, a complete showstopper.
Yeah.
But like I said, some people prefer to have something upcycled. It means much more to them in a way.
Yeah, something personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do people ever be like, I don't like his hat? You have to redo it. Like, do you ever get them kind of
does
people?
that happen?
You know what? It actually does. It does. And I was like, no way, you have to like it. I made it, right? But it really taught me, it taught me that my style is not everyone's style.
Yeah.
And I have to listen to the customer, and take their advice clearly because they are wearing it.
Yeah.
So it happens, and it's a learning experience.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, have you styled or created for any famous people?
Famous people, not yet. I was close to Janet Jackson. A lady reached out, a friend of mine, and said that she needed a black hat. Of all years, I did not have a black hat. I had a black fascinator. So the next year, I was like, I got this black hat. Call me Janet.
You used to need that black hat. Because this year, you definitely have one this year.
Right.
And you have your famous person.
The Thaunties are in the building.
That is hilarious.
But so, you mentioned earlier about your stroke. So, I want to hear more about that because you seem very young.
And you seem good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
So yes, this happened in October. It was just like really a rare time and experience. I kind of thought that the doctor was playing, and I was just like, Mama, tell him to get out of my room because he is not talking about me right now. I had a clot in my artery that led to a clot in my brain. So I had to have an immediate surgery to where they had to drain out the clot in my brain. So it affected my speech. Yeah.
So they pulled it out, sucked it out.
Exactly. It's crazy. They went through this little spot right
Wow.
here. That is it. Yeah. So this is my Saved by Grace. I actually changed my Facebook to say that. But yeah, and it was crazy because I did a fast for 3 days. I didn't eat, I didn't drink.
Before the stroke?
Right before my stroke.
Wow.
And my fast was for strength. Never did I imagine. But God, that the strength was for me to come out the way that I did. So God is good all the time. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So you had to do any type of rehab?
I did. I had to do speech therapy. They tried to make me do physical therapy, but I was in the hospital like, no, I got it. I was active in the gym during the time, so I just feel like that might have had a little plus to it. But yeah, I had speech therapy. And
I would have never guessed it.
No,
God.
Yeah, that is God.
Yeah, sometimes it can get distracting because if I get excited, I'm like, they're like, girl, what you trying to say? They're like, leave me alone. Wait a minute, give me a second. Just give me a minute, okay?
Yeah. So what do you think was from like stress or like what kind of lifestyle changes have you made since then?
Yeah. Well, stress is definitely number one, okay? So I will encourage anyone and everyone to, one, stay prayed up, and two, to do some breathing exercises or affirmations, anything that allows you exercise. Changing your diet is very important. We literally are what we eat. You know what I mean? So
and the older we get, I think we more conscious of that now. Yeah.
So,
But we're glad you're still here with us, honey.
Thank you, girl. Glad to be
Since
here.
we're talking about health and all, I want to make a note of, what she said she had done was a thrombectomy. And the blessing is that whenever you noticed it, you got straight to the hospital. There is definitely a time limit for you to have those life-saving and actually debilitating reversals that happen to you when you have a stroke. It can be reversed if you get to the hospital in time. But if you miss your 6-hour window, you're done. And some hospitals will say 3. But it's a time limit. But so when you have a stroke, sometimes you're so incapacitated you can't even move, and you're there until someone finds you. And then we have to go by your last known wellness. And so the last time somebody knows you were moving and talking is the time we go by.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because but the procedures are so intense and stuff. We just can't go in if it's an old clot.
So what was your trigger? Like what happened
the signs? Yeah. Shout out to my daughter, okay, because God works in mysterious ways. At the time, she was PCA, and going to school at Galen.
Oh, okay. So she was aware.
Yeah, but my signs were no speech. I couldn't talk. And I was trying to, it was confusion. I couldn't remember my passcode. Like, I literally did not know any type of sign of a stroke before this. I'm just like, what is happening? Like, you hear me, but I'm not, I'm literally not talking. And then I had some weakness in my right side. So act fast is so important. You are absolutely right.
And the acronym for stroke is actually FAST. So you want to, the F is for your face. So first thing is facial droop. Any kind of facial droop you see, uneven smile. The A is for arms. It's also for legs, but they use the A. If you can't move your arm, that's not normal. Get to the hospital. If you have numbness and tingling in your arm, not normal all the time. Sometimes it could be, but it's always safe to go to the hospital. And S is for speech. If you can't talk or you just feel confused, you can't get your words out. You know what you want to say, but you're not saying what you can say. Somebody says hello and you say, I went to lunch. Like if you're inappropriate with your speech.
Oh, okay,
That's a sign of a stroke. And then the T is for time. Get to the hospital.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
Well, honey, you are a blessing.
And you don't have to have all of those symptoms. Any one of those symptoms, get to the hospital.
Really?
It could change. It could save your life.
As you can see.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, especially for us black women, I think, and even black men too.
Especially black men.
Especially black men. You just shrug it off. Like you think, you had a headache for a whole week and they did nothing about it. Like, so don't take it lightly. Act fast.
Act fast.
Oh, well, like you said, it's a blessing that you're still here. We are glad that you're still here.
Praise God.
Praise God is right.
Yes, he is good.
But also, like what we like to do on Thursdays is we like to do what we call drop it like a Thauntie. What we used to talk about. We usually talk about hot topics, and nothing is hotter than Kentucky Derby 150.
Absolutely.
Kentucky Derby is here.
There is something kind of hotter.
What?
Well, Diddy did just get raided.
That was 2 weeks ago.
No, ma'am, that happened yesterday.
Okay, so we're recording this today, but next week when you see it on April 8th or April 4th when you see this, it would have been last week when it happened. So, but by now he's probably in jail.
Oh,
we don't really know.
Poor thing.
Poor baby.
Okay, well let's talk about it. Here's what's going to be old. So next week when you see this episode, everything he said today probably won't matter.
Change.
But
It won't matter real quick.
we don't really know what happened. Okay, so they raided Diddy's.
Yes, both of his homes. I think they caught him on the air raid, like
they
on
did
the
catch
plane.
him up?
They did. Yeah, they didn't. They show him walking, so I don't really know if they actually, because he didn't get locked up. But
I was
his
gonna say they did
mule
not catch
did.
you. They did not catch you.
I've never heard of this before. Have you heard of a mule?
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
What is that?
It's
Like a
his
drug
drug mule.
mule?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did he have one?
Yes, and he was locked up.
So what
He
kind of
had
drugs did
coke
we get?
and weed.
Wait a minute. So Dilly
Kinda
selling
lady.
dope.
No,
I guess it's his supplier.
His party. His party was ready made.
Yep.
But I think it's so
A
bad
party pack.
to
It
put
is.
somebody's life in danger when you know all you had to do was make a call wherever you went.
Whenever you could have
Wherever
got
you
him.
went,
Where did he
yeah.
go?
Come back.
Where did he
Yeah.
go?
Was it the Bahamas? It was somewhere over
Well, he
there.
usually comes to Louisville for Derby, but I don't know if he's gonna make
I don't think
the
he's coming
150.
this year.
Right.
I'm really gonna make
Dang,
150.
I think he's
Come,
playing
I gotta
low.
enjoy you, okay? We need our black kings now. Oh my word.
I think that it's done. Like, they're really coming hard for him.
Well, they
they
usually
are.
say if they don't, when they run in like it, then they
Yeah, they got something. They know that something's there.
Yeah.
That's
But
sad.
and right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right, agreed.
But like, did they do Epstein like it? Did they do Harvey Weinstein like it? They but like they went and got Bill Cosby, like they just
Yeah,
built
all
up
the
and got
black
him.
kings they
You know what I'm
did.
saying? And so I haven't watched that Nickelodeon.
Oh, I
documentary
watched
yet.
that
Have y'all watched that?
today. It is
Was it
so
disturbing?
sad. It's awful what them men were doing to them kids.
Well, see, they ain't locked up. Ain't nobody pulled up on them.
No.
See,
But here's the crazy part about that situation is that a lot of those parents were with it. Like, they weren't.
We
They
I
wasn't
didn't
against
say
it,
that,
huh?
and that's
At
these
all.
boys.
Oh my
There
goodness.
you go.
Spend them-
Yeah.
They
The
weren't.
babysitter.
They weren't.
crazy.
They were so worried about their kid getting kicked off the show that they just
That's pitiful.
Now,
The money.
one Drake's dad was not with it, but they ended up getting him banned, where he couldn't even be on set no more. So the mom was on set, and she just wasn't very. I don't know. The dad had already told her pay attention, but she just wasn't observant like it. So, but yeah, that's awful. And you know what? The funny part is, my son used to watch all those Nickelodeon shows, and as we was watching them, I never paid attention to the sexual innuendos in there, but it's thousands of them.
Really?
Oh my! Watch the doc. You'll see, and you'll be like, "Damn, that is so crazy! Like this is
Yeah.
a kid's show, and you doing all this sexual stuff."
Really?
So,
Yeah,
so,
you gotta go back and
minds.
watch it.
so what's his name?
Yes.
Dan. So ain't nobody gonna lock Dan up.
Nope.
So how does that work?
Well,
Like,
because Dan didn't really, I think that he didn't really do nothing to the kids.
Oh, did he
he was
have
more like, did he?
he might have done killed some people.
Hell no.
Word is. I don't know.
Maybe, potentially.
They said he was part of I'll be sure. I don't know. Word on the street is. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so now back to 150.
look, no, I don't know how to recover from that.
Back to 150.
Take that. But I did read today that they found a box of porn on Diddy.
I saw that too.
Labeled, take that. That's what the label was on the box.
Take that is crazy. Oh my goodness. You lying.
That's all I don't even know none of it's true.
She's really a comedian.
I'm not making that up.
You saying that, I might have to use that.
Take it. Give me that.
I like it.
Oh
Be
God!
my slogan for you. Dirty 150.
Right. Take it. Take his hands. Give me your hand. You get it.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
So what are y'all looking forward to Derby this year?
I don't know. That's what I was
Events.
telling her.
What events? is
What you
going
going to?
on? I don't know yet. Thurby, I go to Thurby.
Yeah, Derby's fun.
Party wise, I don't know.
So Griffith's not having his party.
No.
So usually Daryl Griffith will have his party, but Kid Capri, he's still coming.
Yes.
So like a rose gala.
Yes. Saw that.
I know Melanie Marketplace has a couple Derby events going on. I'm looking forward to Chance and Calhoun's Tiny Desk at Black Coffee. I think that's May 3rd.
Okay.
That's going to be a vibe. Of course, Gip.
Yes.
Gip this year. Gip. Don't try to give us no bad table this year. I know we waited to the last minute.
Which reminds us, have you
But-
made arrangements this year?
I'll check on it.
She wasted the last minute.
It's on the to-do list.
Honey, to do.
The honey-do list. So what is what's y'all's most favorite Derby memory?
Oh, honestly, because I'm
don't lie.
born and raised in the Ville. My favorite Derby memory was when we used to be able to hang on Broadway and go to the park. That was the absolute best Derby time of all time. I could just remember, like, I wasn't even going to the club. We would just sit on 28th and Broadway at the Kroger's. And I would come home when the sun is coming out.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. You wouldn't even have to go to the club.
No, you didn't have to because Broadway was cracking.
Yeah.
That for me, that was the best Derby.
Hands down, I'm the same.
Yeah, what you got, Tiff?
I mean, I could go back to even childhood. Like, Derby was just like, it was a holiday.
It's a holiday.
And we would go over my granny's house and everybody got new clothes. We had new outfits for Derby.
Head to toe.
All week, sailor outfit, baby. My mom dressed us like it. We had like a little sailor outfit. Navy and white and chic and baby girl. Everything.
Y'all was ready for Derby.
Y'all was ready for Derby.
And we all looked alike and we all went over to my granny's and we all played. I mean, it was so good.
It was, and you had a barbecue. It was just fun. Yes, it was just a vibe.
I didn't really know about the Derby till I was all the way grown. Like, and after from
so not even in high school.
Well, I mean, okay, so I'm talking about experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from being a little girl to going to college and stuff, then I got to experience Broadway.
My way,
which was awesome.
Party.
Really awesome.
I never went to the track until I was probably in my 30s, almost 40.
Well, actually, my first time going to the track for Derby week was when we all went for Derby.
Oh, yeah.
That was my very first time going to the track for Derby.
I think mine too.
Yeah, because really, like, it just wasn't things that the black people did. Like, we didn't go to the track. You heard about the white people and them being on the backside. What's it called?
The infield.
The infield. You heard about the infield, but you didn't really. Now it's become more popular for the blacks.
I think it's been popular now for.
Did she say the blacks?
Yes, the blacks.
I would say for at least a good.
Sorry.
I would say at least a good 15 years.
Yeah.
For blacks
Yes, for real.
Yeah, because I mean that's when I went. When me and my girlfriend went, and we went Oaks and Derby Day, and we were there. Like,
Yeah,
we
good
were.
time.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like growing up in the country, like my mom and them, like they would always come.
They would
go
come
to
here
the track.
for real?
They would go, they would ride motorcycles.
Oh,
Motorcycles was huge.
Because that's when we had Screaming Eagles.
Yeah. So they would ride it, and then in elementary school, I remember us doing stick pony races. So Derby has just always been, just a real cool tradition. Just being a Kentucky gal. But I think my favorite Derby. It's probably 2015. It was my first Derby post-divorce, baby. And I was in them streets every single night, baby. I was back.
Every single night, okay? She was outside. Okay.
I was back, and I was happy to be outside. I missed it. And what you don't realize is it's so much cheaper to be single.
Of course.
You can go out.
Yeah.
It was great.
People buying you drinks. You ain't really spending your money.
You pretty much don't have to spend.
You're not spending
no money. Yeah. So
True.
yeah, that was a good time. Yep, for sure. But I remember, maybe Derby 1998. There was a party at Convention Center, and like that was fun. Like Aaliyah, Player, who was on our show last week. They the concert used to be all that.
Yeah, the concerts used to be live.
Yeah, that was a fun party.
I went to Daryl's party.
I think I was at Durrell's by then. In the 90s, by the late 90s, I was at Durrell's. Yeah.
Really?
I was at Girls All in
I was at
I probably couldn't even get in.
Yeah, I was at Girls back then.
right. That's me. I was with my sister though. Okay, I was still outside.
I had to go where the kids could go.
Little Gardens? Didn't they?
They used to have concerts there. Yep, at Louisville Gardens. And we would be wrong if we did not mention Good Timers. Good Timers Sunday day party.
The Sunday day party.
Freaking crack.
So, hey, listen, Kaz.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And that was Good Timers also. That was Good Timers.
That was a good time too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I just stopped going to the parade every year. I went to parade every
Oh, I
Yeah,
did too.
me too.
That- I mean,
And
my mama.
always
Sundays now.
Remember the
I
last
don't
time we
like
went?
that.
T was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I have always went,
Yeah.
and I miss her not being home Derby week because I don't.
Well, because it's not Derby anymore. It's
No.
the parade
Yeah.
isn't during Derby weekend
It's on a
anymore.
Sunday.
They changed it.
Like,
and
it's
it's
like the
actually
April
might
28th.
be coming up this month. I think it's like
It's April
2 weeks.
28th.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's 2 weeks
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
Derby. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
That
weird.
week
Why do they
before.
do that
Yeah,
on
I
a
don't
Sunday?
know, but
The
they
Sunday
just started
threw me
that.
off, yeah.
Also, we gotta tell you about Thunder over Louisville. That is also 2 weeks before Derby. All these things lead up to the 2 minutes of
The
history.
fastest 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes in sports.
In
Yes,
sports.
in sports.
And it's blinking and it's over.
But
Yeah.
a lot of times, that's when I make the most money I've ever made in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a good
she does really good. She does good.
So
Are
we
you
will
better?
make sure we post.
I am.
You are? You bet
yeah,
too? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
How do you win? What do you go by? Do you
I do-
actually
I do
follow
them
the
all.
horse or
No.
Oh.
the name?
She
So
studies.
I kind of
She
look at the
studies.
horses.
Okay.
You know, I like to look at them. I like to see who's got the most energy.
Love it. Yeah, okay.
I look at their coat. Look how shiny it is.
So you go to the paddock area?
No, I'm watching on TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've
okay.
only been to the
Right.
Derby like twice.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah, so when I'm on TV and I have it on my phone too, and I get real close up, like, is this?
Oh, my goodness.
aggressive. This one's aggressive. Like, you know, the one.
Yeah, the way that they gallop and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
making
yeah.
that final round to get to the gates. I'll be making my bets real quick.
So how do
Okay.
you bet? What do you
You
bet?
know, I go by the name.
Yeah, me
like
too.
to-
I like to
okay.
know.
I do
Sometimes
numbers.
I look at body, you know, how they walk,
Yeah.
the knee structure, and all that kind of stuff, or the trainer. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
Bob
Yeah, I've done
Baffert
a
type of
trainer.
girl
I've done a
still.
trainer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You can always bet on him
But he's banned, right?
right now.
Now
Yeah.
he's banned.
I thought
He
he
is,
was
but
No,
you know,
not
his
not for
horse
the
is still
Derby.
there.
His horses are still
His horses are still there.
Still there.
His horses are still
Bob
there.
ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, get ready to celebrate. Hopefully, if you're not from Louisville, come in, check us out. You know, for your first time, it's always great.
It's always a party.
Always a party. So what we also like to do on Thursdays is we do Ask Some Thaunties, and that's what people usually ask us some questions, and we'll answer it. But today we want to put you in the hot seat. Now, she's a question.
Okay.
You ready for the hot seat?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Have you ever picked up a one-night stand on Derby?
Oh, it's time to go.
She said, Derby.
On Derby.
No, Ashley. You said yes. I'm ready.
What was it?
This is crazy.
Called your name.
Somebody calling my name. One night stand on Derby. How can I safely answer this?
Just beg the nuts.
I have gone out and had a good time at Derby for one night. Good answer. Good answer.
We will take it.
That is hilarious. Got me off guard on that.
Pretty politically correct. I liked it.
That was
I
a good
did
way to
too.
answer. Yeah.
I like that.
So, what's your current status?
I am married.
Are you?
Okay.
Oh, good. How long you been?
I've been married for 15 years. In September, it'll
Okay.
be 15 years. But at the current moment, we are, trying to figure out our differences at the same time.
Yeah.
But no love is lost.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just ready to say, sorry, sir. The one night was probably
No. It was
way before 15 years ago.
Way before. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. So what do you so being married 15 years and you're trying to figure things out, would you rather be married or be single?
I would definitely rather be married. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Have it your way at the end of the day. But I like manly still around me, masculine ways and good morals and take the trash out,
Right.
do all
Car,
of
put the
those,
gas
that part,
in.
all of that,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. But single life, I guess, can be great, but at the end of the day, I need a man.
I know it's right. So keep the one you got because
Keep the one you got. Shit out of her.
Well, damn.
Okay. Keep the one you got. Yeah, for sure. So you said your daughter was a PCA.
Yeah,
So your mom of how many?
2.
Mom of 2?
Yep, 18 and one's about to be 21.
Okay.
Oh, so you.
Yeah, I'm really,
so
I'm 40
Thauntie
years old,
now.
so I am about to live my best life. Okay?
So he better figure it out.
Y'all better figure it out.
Everybody better figure it
I'll
out.
figure it out.
Everybody
Okay?
better figure it
Let
out.
go and let God.
Right, that part.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So what would you say is the funnest thing about being the mom of grown agers? That's what I call them.
Is it fun? Oh my goodness. Girl, they can really work my nerves sometimes, but I love them to death, though. But yeah, the best part of it all is really the relationship that we have, you know, and really me seeing them like how I was at that age.
Right.
I'm like, for real? This is what my mama was talking about. But you know, on the flip side, it helps me to deal with it and to know what to do, you know. But yeah, it's the relationship that we have. You know, we still hang, and like I said, it's 2 girls, so we hang and chill and vibe really, really good.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of
Love y'all.
I know. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'll usually ask them. Well, I've asked them before, and I like to ask a female guest. So, do you prefer morning sex, nooners, or the late night?
Give me all of it.
you me.
Give me all of it. But the question was prefer. So I would say coffee in the morning.
Yes. A little joke. Get you going.
I'm gonna have a good day, okay? Come on, baby.
She gonna feel all kind of had that day, honey.
Right? What'd you say? You get a You get a Take it. Right. Take it. I love it.
Well, it's so fun. Honey, just having you in the hot seat and Thauntie around with us. So every week before we go, we do a listen to your Thauntie, where we give our advice to our viewers. That could be younger or just people in your life. So there's something that's on your heart that you just want to share with people.
I would like to say that I don't like to really get too churchy all the time, but to just know that you can do all things through Christ who gives you the strength, okay?
Yeah.
And also, go to the Derby, okay? Especially to my black people. I love y'all. This is why I do what I do.
Right.
You know, because I want to have us to embrace and know that we started the Derby. Okay, we were the first 1, 2, 3 jockeys that won the Kentucky Derby, black jockeys. So I want us to get back in the groove of going to the Derby, dressing for the Derby, and actually being a part not only in the club but go to the track.
Right.
So yeah, do that for me and come by hat.
That's right.
Love yourself and somebody else.
Yeah.
I like that.
What y'all got, ladies?
What you got?
I guess I will say,
How's your book going? Are you finished with the Celestine prophecies?
Okay.
yeah. I finished that one. You want to hear more about that? I don't know.
Well, we just didn't know if you was finished. You have been telling, you've been keeping
I
us
finished
posted.
it, and actually, it's all about purpose. At the end of the day, just living in your purpose, and every part of your life is the next step in your life. So, like, the reason why we're here is for a reason today. You see what I'm saying? Like, we didn't cross paths for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting something from you. She's getting something from you. You're gathering things from us as well. Like, it's all like a stepping stone towards your next step. And, like, whatever your past is, it's leading to your future. And
I love it.
Yeah. That's really what the Celestine prophecy is about. And, And it really opened my mind up just to slow down, talk to people, get to know people, don't judge, and kind of just be in a moment sometimes when you meet people, just because you never know, it may lead to something that you were needing to know, more information, where your purpose is and what you need to do.
I like it.
So you sell the books on Amazon? You get copies?
No, I didn't write that book. I read it. So
Okay.
you know.
I thought you was the author. I'm sorry. Okay.
Sound like you don't.
No, ma'am. I didn't. So when we do our little thought for the day, I was just referencing what I had read when I was telling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so that's what she was asking about.
Right.
Okay.
I guess my thought for this week is to embrace where you are at that moment. And there are hard times and there are hard seasons. And I think for me, I'm learning to be in those seasons and to just trust what God is doing. Because there's a lesson in that season. You just have to be still and be patient and trust that God's got you.
Yeah. So to piggyback on what Ashley said about the Derby, even if it's not the Derby, just do something different.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
somewhere, that you've never been. Do something that you never did. Try a restaurant you've never tried. Meet somebody new. Just add some newness to your life.
Like it.
New.
Yeah, some newness.
I will add to that. There is 50 Tuesday. It's
Oh, yeah.
$5. It's Tuesday, the week of Derby. So if you want to get a small experience and still get the betting and the atmosphere feel, that's available too.
Yeah, 50 Tuesday.
sounds fun.
So listen, Church of Dallas Incorporated, I got an idea for 50 Tuesday. I don't have it during the day. We can't take the whole week off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can take some of the week off.
You gotta
not
pick
the
and
whole
choose
week off.
which one.
So if you can start 50 Tuesday at 4 o'clock, do it kind of like the Dawns.
Dawns After Dark.
Dawns After Dark. Downs After Dark. And just turn it up like that. Get a DJ. Get it cracking. I think
Yeah.
that would be
That
hot
would
for
be
50
cute.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Call me if y'all need help.
Right? Love it.
Well, Ashley, thanks so much again for
Thank you
kicking
for
with us
having
today and inviting us to your shop and letting us on your fashion.
Right. You see all
Where you
these
with your
hats that
fashion,
she's
the
got
beautiful
ready?
hats.
Come
Yes.
in, check her
I'm gonna take a
out.
picture and show y'all my favorite. So how can they follow you on social media?
Follow me on all platforms. Ashley Russell.
Head almost not
It's the head. It's the head, okay? Ashley Russell Millinery on Instagram, Facebook, and shop on Etsy. Ashley Russ Millinery.
Y'all got that?
Let's repeat it.
Yeah. Please repeat it because they were laughing.
following.
Ashley Russell Millinery on Instagram is easier. It's the one that I really hone in to. So DM me on there. My phone number is on there. I'm in the Melwood only for the rest of March, okay? And then I will be taking it back home. So come and see me in here for the rest of this month. And then anything after, like I said, follow me on Instagram, call me, text me. Let's get started. Let's talk all things Derby.
Yeah. And y'all already know how to follow your girls. We on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, subscribe, share. Yeah, hit us up. Cash App. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you to everybody for showing us the love and the donation so we can keep Thaunties around.
Keep Thaunties around. I love you.
Yeah. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.